Welcome to Love God, Love Others. God is with us. Get to know Him by reading His Word 4 chapters a day, except for Sundays. Then go to church and love God, love others. Today we read Ezra chapters 2 through 5. Ezra 2 names the remnants. Now these are the people of the province who came up from the captivity of the exiles, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had taken captive to Babylon. They returned to Jerusalem and Judah, each to his own town, in the company of Zerubbabel and Jeshua. This was the first of 3 waves of returning exiles. The whole company numbered 42,360, besides their 7,337 men servants and maidservants, and they also had 200 men and women singers. Listing included men, priests, Levites, singers, gatekeepers, temple servants, descendants of Solomon's servants, and others who could not prove their lineage. When they arrived at the house of the Lord in Jerusalem, some of the heads of the families gave free will offerings toward the rebuilding of the house of God on its site. Question: am I giving and doing as I should? Ezra 3 lays the foundation. And all the people gave a great shout of praise to the Lord, because the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid. Many wept aloud because they remembered the former temple. Despite their fear of the people around them, they built the altar on its foundations and sacrificed burnt offerings. Then they gave money to the masons and carpenters, had cedar logs brought from Sidon and Tyre as authorized by Cyrus of Persia. In the 2nd month of the 2nd year, they began work, appointing Levites 20 years of age and older to supervise the building of the house of the Lord. Question: do I work at my spiritual appointments? Ezra 4 deters the building. Thus the work of the house of God in Jerusalem came to a standstill until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of Persia. Then the peoples around them set out to discourage the people of Judah and make them afraid to go on building. A letter was written to King Artaxerxes of Persia. If this city is built and its walls restored, no more taxes, tribute, or duty will be paid, and the royal revenues will suffer. They are a rebellious city, troublesome to kings. Artaxerxes replied, now issue an order to these men to stop work, so that this city will not be rebuilt until I so order. Politics, even back then. Question: who or what deters me? Ezra 5 resumes building. Then Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, son of Jozadak, set to work to rebuild the house of God in Jerusalem. And the prophets of God were with them, helping them. Haggai and Zechariah prophesied to the Jews, causing the work to begin again. But the eye of their God was watching over the elders of the Jews, and they were not stopped until a report could go to Darius and his written reply received. Now, if it pleases the king, let a search be made in the royal archives of Babylon to see if King Cyrus did in fact issue a decree to rebuild this house of God in Jerusalem. Question: can I believe God is watching over me? Follow through with God in your spiritual appointments. Let nothing stand in the way of the Lord. Love God, love others, because He is watching over you right where you are right now. Everything else is the opportunity to do these two. Until next time.